Right, Ajit Pawar has called for a meeting at his residence, and Hassan Mushrif has reached Mr. Pawar's residence, is what we're being told by our reporters on the ground. This, as the Nationalist Congress Party has moved a disqualification plea against Ajit Pawar. As we've been covering, since yesterday, Ajit Pawar led a vertical split in the party to become the Deputy Chief Minister along with Devendra Fadnavis, while 8 other NCP leaders were sworn in as ministers in the Shiv Sena BJP government. This has created a rift within the NCP. Now, we know Sharad Pawar has reached Satara. He was on his way this morning. We're being told he has reached there. But after the NCP coup, Sharad Pawar spoke exclusively to NDTV, where he told us that there is no problem in the family despite the political drama that has been unfolding in the last 24 hours. As far as the opposition unity angle is concerned, we do know that Sharad Pawar is in touch with Sonia Gandhi, with Rahul Gandhi, with Mamata Banerjee, Nitish Kumar, as well as Arvind Kejriwal. This is what he's disclosed to us in an exclusive interview with Sohit Mishra as well. In fact, as far as the inside story of the NCP coup is concerned, our sources have informed us that there was a third bid by Ajit Pawar's faction to actually break away from the NCP. And Ajit Pawar was sour after Pawar's resignation, as in senior Pawar's resignation and reversal. What we do know, as per our sources, is Praful Patel, Chhagan Bhujbal and Ajit Pawar kept Sharad Pawar in the dark about these decisions. For the latest on this and further clarity on the matter, my colleague Megha joins us live. Megha, what's the inside story on the NCP coup?
Well, Parmeshwar, it's a very, very interesting, backstory, I would say, where all of this was being planned. And from what I have been able to gather after speaking to multiple sources of mine is this, that Ajit Pawar, of course, had been preparing the ground for this, and he had been doing this for many months now, gradually telling the people inside the party, the MLAs, the MLCs, and the Member of Parliament inside the NCP who were closer to him and those who were supporting him, supporting Ajit rather than supporting Supriya Sule. Now, he had, of course, been reaching out to each of them, and there were several meetings, several rounds of meetings that he had separately together. So for the past many months, he was actually preparing the ground, to tell them that eventually this is what he would be wanting to do, to break away from the NCP, because he does not really see the party moving ahead with the vision he has, and clearly he's been denied the position that he thinks he deserves. So there were, many within the party who were rallying and who were still supporting a bigger chunk who's there with Ajit Pawar. Now, there were a couple of attempts in the past, and now I'm being told that the last serious attempt that Ajit Pawar made to break away was when Mr. Sharad Pawar actually announced that shock resignation. If you remember, that huge 3-day-long drama that happened around his resignation. Now, the people within the family and outside have now confirmed to NDTV that at that point in time, Mr. Sharad Pawar definitely got to know what was happening. Well, he for sure had an idea that all of this was going on. But he got to know that this was a very serious attempt this time, that Ajit was taking his people away and out of the party, is when he sat them down, Ajit Pawar, Supriya Sule, now, Mr. Praful Patel, he sat them down, he told them that let me resign, let me put in my papers, let the information go to the cadre that I have, passed on the baton to the newer generation. You guys, if you want to go with the BJP, the message I will send to my cadre is that this is the new generation, this is what they have thought, they think it's beneficial for the party to go with the BJP, it's their decision, and that is how we will take it. I am told that Ajit Pawar, of course, bought this entire theory. Mr. Sharad Pawar went ahead as per plan, announced his shock resignation. Of course, there was a lot of reaction to that. We saw the kind of dharna and protest that happened. But this was not a part of the plan that Mr. Sharad Pawar would take his resignation back. This was not as per the plan. The plan was that it would go to the newer people, Supriya, Ajit and Mr. Praful Patel, and then they would, take a decision to go with the BJP because mostly they were on board. But Mr. Sharad Pawar took the resignation back on the third day. And that is where Mr. Ajit Pawar and his faction now, which includes Mr. Praful Patel and all, realized that they were played by Mr. Sharad Pawar. And this did not obviously go down well with them. And they renewed their effort to get out of the party, because obviously there has been this power tussle, within the party. And Ajit Pawar has been wanting to at least hold a position within the party as far as Maharashtra's politics is concerned. Even that was denied to him. So in the last few months, you saw Ajit literally being absent from every major event or meeting within the party. And then finally this time around, when they made the push and, got these 41 MLAs out, Mr. Sharad Pawar could not smell it, did not see it coming, did not get a whiff of it. And that's how they managed to get this break away, this huge faction, which now literally the new NCP is the one which is there with Ajit Pawar. Very few are left with Mr. Sharad Pawar. But one must actually brace, and this newer faction is bracing for a major backlash from Mr. Sharad Pawar and those who are still there with him, because they will make a serious attempt to try and get the people back. It's a huge embarrassment. The man who's known as Chanakya, not only for Maharashtra but for the entire of the country, and very well respected and regarded as perhaps the most sharpest political mind, he from right under his nose, his entire party has been taken away. Of course, people are, pointing fingers towards Mr. Devendra Fadnavis that he's the one who orchestrated it. But Ajit Pawar has gone along with it. Mr. Praful Patel, the biggest names, the biggest faces from the party, agreed to go with the BJP. And, literally, this is, many of them are calling it quite literally, a surgical strike that has been carried on Mr. Sharad Pawar, with different kind of words in terms of that are being used. But at the end of the day, the bigger faction right now is standing with Ajit, and it will be very interesting to watch the space as to how things unfold.